Hi everyone, Laura Alexander back with you after a brief pause over these last couple of weeks. It feels good to be back, and I hope that this finds you safe and well, and as I always say, hanging in there. Today's session will focus on the exercises we do in Pilates to really strengthen the back. A lot of us walk around with back pain, back discomfort, back tightness, and these exercises are designed to be doable, to help you understand where there might be structural imbalances in the body that cause that back pain and fix them over the course of time as you stay committed to the Pilates exercises. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. All right, let's start. You can have weights. These are just 2-pound weights, one in each hand, with weights in your hands, or you don't need to use the weights at all. You can use something else to simulate the weights, entirely up to you. Well, we're going to begin with standing Pilates roll down. We're going to add a little arm work to it. I want you to stand with your feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart, and let those arms hang heavily by your sides. The weights will assist you in that. On the inhale, scoop the abdominals, and maintaining that abdominal scoop is key throughout all of this work. Start to inhale as you bend forward. Try not to shift your hips way back. You want to kind of bring that pubic bone forward, and then get to a place where you're hanging here, right? And then take a nice deep Pilates breath. Big inhale, big exhale. And on the next inhale, you're going to come on up, and as you stack your spine up, bring those arms out in front of you, up over your head, and then just turn and twist only the upper body and unshrug deeply the shoulders. You're going to come back to a place where the arms are above your head again. Bend forward, inhale and exhale, and then stacking the spine right back up again. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and we're going to turn the body the other way. Drop those shoulder blades down your back. Extend the arms out of your body. And let's do this one more time each direction. Scooping, ribs together. Inhale, exhale down. And right back up again. One more time, turning to the left. Drop the shoulders. Try not to shrug here. It's funny, we shrug through so many situations thinking it's helping us, and it's really just tightening things up and making this sometimes feel even more tense, right? And then twist, 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 twist. Good. And then just drop the arms by your sides. Turn your feet outward, and you can hold the weights together in one hand. And this is the exercise. You're just going to do a plie. And as you do, you're going to pull those weights up. So you bend the knees and pull the weights up. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze the glutes to come back to the starting position. Inhale down and up. We're going to do 8 of these. If you don't have weights, just bring your arms out to the side. You can do this even if you do have the weights. It's kind of a nice feeling too. And if you are doing this version, just play with what you're feeling in your back, with what your shoulder blades are doing. We're going to do 3 more here. 1, whoops. Last 2. Inhale down, squeeze, push the floor away with your feet, and 1 more coming up here. Good, heel toe back in, shoulder rolls, 3 each direction, and reversing. And we'll set those weights off to the side for the moment. All right, so moving to abdominal curls, such a key component of strengthening the abdominals. Again, focus on keeping that scoop. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to come back to a place where you've got your knees up in the air like so, hands are together behind your head. And then here's the work. Straighten the legs a tiny bit. When you come up into the ab curl, bend the knees to you and press the air out of your body, exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Whether you put your head all the way back down or not is entirely up to you. We're doing 8 of these. And make it small. Last 2. And 1. Put your head down. Keep the knees the way they are. Arms come nice and long out to the sides. And we're doing a supine twist, spinal twist. So you're going to take the knees to one side together. Try to stay open through the shoulders and just let the knees Legs be heavy to one side. You're going to feel this nice stretch. And it's such a good stretch for the muscles in the back too. Take a couple deep breaths here. And let's bring them through the middle and over the other way. One more deep breath here. And back to center. And let's plant the feet back down long on the mat, arms nice and long by your sides, and just throwing a few pelvic tilts in here. Breathe in. On the exhale, pull the ribs together, scoop, 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 pressure back gently to the mat. Inhale to release all of that. So it's just this nice seesaw through the pelvis. And two more like this. And one. Good. Coming on up, I'm going to have you come to your knees for the kneeling 100. So we're modifying these exercises as if we have back issues, right? And so there are ways to do the good old classics safely. This is the kneeling 100. So you're going to just come on the knees, hips, knees, shoulders stacked, feet in line with your knees, hips distance apart, and you'll just merely pump the arms. Now make sure that you're engaging the abdominals here, maybe even squeezing or bringing those legs together in front of you, and just inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Add a little value here by really pressing your feet into the mat. Find some deeper, further engagement. Keeping the shoulders down. Breathing, extending the breath a lot. If you want to add a little value, you can grab those weights again. Pump them with your weights. Add some strength to this. And let's give it 2 more deep breaths. Good. Go ahead and sit back. And now, if you don't already have your weights, go ahead and grab them for this next exercise. And again, you don't need to have weights. Just pretend you have them. All right. So these are lunges. We're going to add some arm work to the lunges. All right. So let's step forward with your foot. Doesn't matter which one. I've got my left foot forward. And again, right knee placed under the hip. That foot is in line with my knee and hip on this side. So what's happening here is a bit of a hamstring stretch on the left, psoas stretch, hip flexor stretch on the right. So I'm going to inhale to extend the arms out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And I'm going to do a little twist with that arm, coming back to center, and exhale to shift back. Here we go again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Remember to lead your arm with your gaze. What the eyes do, the body will follow. Last one coming up here. And switching sides. I'm going to spin this way. All right, so forward again. Everything is in alignment. And then you're going to inhale forward. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale back. Keep your neck nice and long. Your breathing is full. Last 2 of these. And 1. Now, when I'm back here, I'm going to set the weights off to the side and take this into a further hamstring stretch. So I'm just going to shift back and really flex this foot and get into this hamstring here, right? And the calf muscle. not sitting all the way back down on that back foot. Maybe 3 deep breaths here. And I'm going to shift forward. And if you are able to do this, bend this front knee. It's called a pigeon stretch in yoga. And then just come forward. You can stay propped up on your hands here. So you're going to really feel this through the hip of the bent leg. And then coming further down, if it's available to you. Stay up if it's not. And then coming back, and we will switch sides. So stepping forward, and then shifting back, not really sitting down. So even here, you can maintain that scoop in your abdominals and use it as a basis of support. Flexed foot. And then coming forward, bending that leg, and sliding back. Feels really nice in the front of the hip of your straight back leg. And then coming further down if you need to here. Good. And then we'll come back to this position. So now we're going to do, have you come into a seated position, knees slightly bent, grab the weights again. Okay. And this is an exercise called rollbacks. It's a prep for roll up, it's a prep for teaser, it's a prep for many things that come further along in the mat sequence. You can position your feet hips distance apart here or bring them all the way together, it's up to you. But here's the work. You're going to hold the arms out in front of you and relax through the shoulders. So take a big shoulder roll back to really tuck those shoulder blades, as we always say in Pilates, down into your back pockets. And then you're going to inhale and just pull the pubic bone forward a little bit. See how I'm coming into a C curve in my spine here, and I'm going to pull this arm to my side, turn a little bit. This arm stays straight and forward and aligned with my shoulder. Come right back up. We're going to stay on this side. Drop the right shoulder to twist, 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 and look. And exhale right back up. If you feel this in your back, make it tiny, right? Just make it tiny. And inhale. We'll do 4 more on this side for a total of 8. Dropping, feet stay flat. Last 2 coming up. And 1. Good. Other side. Spin around for you. Okay, good. So again, arms extended out in front of you, 1 shoulder roll back, and it's going to be an inhale to twist, and an exhale back up. Again, making it small if you need it to be really small. Just know what that arm that you can't see, you're not looking at, is doing. Last 2, I think. And 1 here. Good. And we'll set those weights off to the side. Okay. So now we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. And the exercise is shoulder bridge. So what I want you to do here is bring your feet hips distance apart, arms nice and long by your sides. And you're going to inhale to pelvic tilt. Continue the journey up. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And exhale to lengthen all the way back and down. So for a lot of people who experience that discomfort in their back, this extension work tends to feel pretty good to them. But if Pilates and the exercises that we're doing today don't really over time alleviate anything for you, it's very, very important that you seek a doctor's help with that. It could be something symptomatic of a deeper problem that you don't want to let go or unattended. Exhale, exhale, exhale. So it is important to make sure that your knees aren't falling out or that they even go inward, but they stay aligned up with your hips. And when you're up, you're going to stay up here. And I just want you to pulse the hips up 8 times. 1, tiny pulses. 2. While you're doing that, your arms are long, hands pressing in. Last 2 and 1, and roll all the way back and down. That release through the sacrum there should feel pretty good. So now we're going to move ahead to single leg circle. Bring the one leg long, the other leg up in the air. Before we get there though, I want you to just take your hands, and if you are able to grasp the back of the knee here, grasp it. And then you're just going to pull that leg gently and release. If you're super tight, don't worry if it moves at all. Just holding this position can often be enough. So pulling and back. One more time. And then that sets us up just a little bit better for single leg circle. So this leg is going to stay up as you let go of it. Turn it out a little bit. Engage the core deeply. It's sometimes helpful to just really place those hands here and single leg circle. Make these small, especially if the back is tight. So you're going to start across, inhale, and exhale. Scooping continuously. 2 more in this direction. And reversing. I'm also slowing these down so I can stay very concentrated, very focused on it. Last 2 again. And 1. Those are done. Bend that knee, hug it deeply to your body. And then just take a moment here and let the knee fall out to the side. Grab that foot with your opposite hand and just really let the leg be heavy. And you feel this nice stretch along the front of you, especially on that right side or that bent leg side of the body. And then let's switch. The other leg is up. And again, just grasp the back of the leg with the hands and take those 3 stretches. I like to pull on the exhale. I feel like it's the release I'm looking for that allows me to get a deeper stretch. But if the breath works opposite, better for you, then do it that way. Last one here. And then letting go, turning this leg out, and then starting your circle small again. And 1 more coming up. And reversing. And last one again. And knee comes in, pull it deeply to you. And then again, letting it fall open out to the side, and take some deep breaths here. Last breath. Exhale completely. And let's bring yourself up into position for the stomach series. It's going to be an abbreviated session, because if we were experiencing back tightness or any sort of back pain, then you're going to reduce the number of reps and just keep it slow, tight, controlled, and safe. So coming on up in this position, I'm going to start with the leg that I just was moving in single leg circle and bringing that other leg up. So I'm going to put the outside hand on my ankle, inside hand on the knee, and I'm going to let go and switch and switch. Last one here. Pulling both legs in, and it's 5 double leg stretches. So reaching, circle, exhale. little higher with the feet. If your back is tight, keep it small and safe. That's a modification. One more here. And then back up, and we've sort of prepped for scissors a little bit. Pull, pull, and switch. One more time each way here. And this is where things get tricky in the stomach series. It's double leg lower lift. So I always encourage everyone, whether they have back pain or not, even if they've been away from Pilates for a while, to make it small. Small is this, right? Inhale away and exhale back. If you feel stronger, you can take a little bigger. Last two here. And one. And we will finish with crisscross. Bend a knee, lift and twist. Lift and twist. And one more each way. Back and down. Let's bring both knees in again. Breathe into that place where you feel tight. Take a hand on each knee to circle the legs around a few times each direction. And reversing. Good. And then let's roll on up. And the exercise, we're doing this backwards, is rolling like a ball 3 times. So pull those knees close, relax those shoulders again. Inhale back, exhale up. 2 more. And 1. When you come up, feet down, let's turn around and come on to hands and knees. Okay, so hands placed directly under your shoulders here, knees under your hips. And so pull your abdominals up and in so you have a nice straight yet supported spine. Every time you sort of pin your belly button to your spine, you should feel those muscles saying, a little help, a little support. So try to maintain that. Find it, keep it. All right, here's the work. You're going to inhale to extend one leg away and the opposite arm. And when you do this again with purpose. Really reach the arm and leg out of the trunk of your body. As you breathe in, exhale, put them down, opposite arm and leg. Lift and lengthen. And exhale. Sometimes when we lift the limbs, it causes us to sway in the back. Avoid it. Keep your abs controlled and scooped and engaged. When you lift that leg, squeeze the glute on that side. Up. Head on spine. Find something to fix your gaze upon. One more time on each side. And when you come back down onto all fours, you're going to go into your cat and cow. So inhaling to look up and down. And last one. And good. From here, you're going to come onto your stomach for a modification of swimming. It's not always everyone's favorite exercise, I get that, but it's very powerful, very beneficial, and I made it a decision a long time ago to embrace this exercise, and I'm glad that I did. All right, so you're going to extend the arms out a little, probably bring them to the corners of your mat if you're using a mat, but if not, a little wider than your shoulders, and bring the legs open behind you as well. So here's what we're going to do. Forehead is down. On the inhale, I just want you to look up and bring the arms and legs up off the floor or the mat. Exhale, putting everything down. Lift up, maybe bring the shoulder blades together in your back a bit. We'll do 3 more. Last one here. And stay up. 3 breaths. Just gently swim. Last one. And bring everything down. Bring your hands to the mat in the vicinity of your shoulders. Forehead is down. 3 times swan. Spread the fingers, press into the entire palm of the hand, and come up on the inhale. Exhale, lengthen down. Again, coming up. And down. One more. And then go ahead and push into the hands, shift back into a child pose. Bring the hips back over your heels, stretching those arms very far out over your head. Deep breaths here. And let's walk both hands over to one side of the mat and just lean a little into that opposite hip. And then over the other way. And then back, and let's do a side kick series. Again, this will be abbreviated. So bring yourself onto your side, head is in your hand, whole back of you along the back of your mat, but pick up the feet and legs and bring them to the front corner of your mat here. So everything is stacked. This hand can be behind your head or on the mat in front of you. This top leg comes up hip height. You're going to inhale to swing the leg forward, exhale to swing it back. We'll do 5 of these. And let's throw a little footwork in. So every time you're bringing that leg forward or even back, you're really lengthening down from the armpit through the front of that hip to elongate. Last one here. And let's keep that leg back there, point the foot, and do 5 straight leg circles each way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keep the leg back there, and we're going to do a variation of the side kick straight up and develop a. So you're going to bring that leg forward again, then you're going to bring it back, stop when you're over the other leg, turn it out, develop a up, back down, and extend back into parallel, forward, back, turn, and down. So this really allows you to focus on and work the external or outward rotation of the hip. We'll do 5 of these too. And last one coming up. Good. And back into parallel. Good. From here, you're going to bring your arms together over your head, bend the knees to the front of your mat. I don't know in any way, shape, or form where clamshell is not a benefit. So you'll do 8 of these. Inhale to open, and exhale to close. It's about resisting the return of one knee to the other. Press down through the outside of this bottom leg into your mat or your floor. Adds a little value. Last 2 coming up. And 1. And the feet come down. We'll do a little upper body work too. I want you to slide this bottom shoulder way forward and bring your palms together in front of you. Head is down. So I call this windmill. You're going to bring this arm up shoulder height and start to circle it up and around. And I want you to just try to follow the hand with your eyes. It's going to come down by your hip and brush that bottom palm again. 2 more in this direction. 1 full breath. 1 more coming up here. And then open that arm straight out. Pause when you get it all the way to the other side and just hold this nice twisty stretch. Good. And then before we move to the other side, we're going to do mermaid. All right, so just come on up into a seated position, and you're going to sit with your legs bent off to the side. This hand is near your hip. This arm is out to the side. So this is some lateral flexion. We're going to kind of avoid any deep rotation here. You're going to inhale to slide that hand away from you. Exhale, elbow to mat as you side bend over. And then really reach, and just turn the head. Sometimes we can go there, but today we're just going to turn the head. And then down, inhale and exhale. And reach, and turn the head. So focus on what your rib cage is doing here. You want to kind of keep it movable, right? And that happens with the muscles, the intercostal muscles that exist between the ribs. You're going to breathe in and expand the rib cage. And exhale to contract it. Last one coming up. And here. And then let's do the whole thing on the other side. So back down into your side kicks position. Hands together behind your head. Feet are forward. Top leg comes up. And inhale that leg forward. Exhale back. Again, lengthening. And last one here. And then that leg stays back, foot is pointed, drop through that hip even more, and it's those 5 straight leg circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, starting from back here, we'll do that combination side kick up, développé. So come forward with that leg, and then back, turn it out, and it's your développé. And out. Inhale. Do whatever breathing here works for you. But what I like about this is how I get to feel the ability of the leg to really move in the hip socket. And back, turn, développé, and then last one here, forward. Okay, and back into parallel. Good. Head down on your arm now, palms back together over your head, and you bend the knees to the front of your mat, no higher than your hip. Pick the feet up off the mat, and 8 times the clamshell. Inhale, and exhale. So you're still breathing, and you're still making your breathing an abdominal exercise. And last one again. Feet come down. Good. So now you're going to slide that bottom shoulder forward again and bring both palms together. This is your windmill. That top arm comes up, shoulder height. And then just keep your eyes as best you can on that hand. Inhale, sweep it down by your hip. And exhale, brush. 2 more in this direction. Last one here. And reversing. And after this third one more time, you're going to open that arm out to the side, and 3 deep breaths here for your twist. And then let's come back and around, back onto hands and knees. Crawl forward enough so that you can bring yourself into whatever your push-up position will be. You can stay on your knees, and if you do, you're going to pick your feet up, cross the ankles, and then just pull the pelvis forward a little bit, scooping the abdominals again, and you'll bend and straighten from here. But if you've got the ability to come into your plank position and do regular push-ups, you should. We're going to do 10, right? So again, deeply engage all the muscles in your front to straighten and support your back. And here we go. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Back down. One more time onto your hands and knees. Let's go into it one more. Time cat-cow exercise. And round the spine, pull the abdominals in, exhale, drop the head. And you are finished. So if you did come into this series with your back a little tight or in some sort of discomfort, I really hope that the exercises we moved through today made you feel a little bit better and stronger. There's lots more to do in Pilates and lots more places to go with a lot of these exercises once you do have the confidence to do them. In the meantime, we will see you next time soon. Stay healthy, stay well, and have a great day.